me tell you about a friend. It's Craig LeBlanc where the good times never end. Talking Parks and Rec, it's a show you gotta know. Welcome one and all to the Daily Parks and Rec Show. It's the Daily Parks and Rec Show.
We come to work to make an impact and a positive impact on our community, to give quality of life. We're not in here to get the pats on the back or to get the rah-rah. We're here to just show people that there's opportunities to have a quality of life, to have a space to go read a book or to have quality time with your kids or your spouse, just walking the trail.
Welcome back to the Daily Parks and Rec Show from the 2025 GRPA Conference. We sit down with KP from Henry County, Georgia, to talk about one of the most relatable challenges in youth athletics: rules, accountability, and communication. From illegal equipment and roster issues to parent-coach confrontations and leadership accountability, KP shares real-world insights on creating fair, safe, and positive environments for kids. Plus, we dive into why parks and recreation isn't just a career, it's a calling that creates impact from day one. Let's dive in.
All right, we are live again. This is Craig LeBlanc with the Daily Parks and Rec Show, live from the GRPA 2025 Annual Convention at Jekyll Island. And I have one of my regular content creators from Henry County, Georgia. KP, how are you doing?
I'm doing awesome, man. How's it going?
Fantastic. All right, so tell us about what you presented on.
So yesterday I presented on Did They Read the Rules?
Oh, man.
As you know, in youth athletics, rules is what we use to govern our sports. And sometimes coaches and parents don't always use the rules, or they bend the rules to their benefit. So me and my colleagues that do athletics, we had a great conversation, great discussion, a lot of shared values, and just trying to find common ground and share each other ideas on how we deal with issues when it relates to rules. People took a lot of good nuggets from it. I got a lot of good nuggets. But I think the main thing everybody came away with is being transparent and clear communication, and just continue to share the rules and make it available for parents and coaches, and holding them accountable, as well as us as the professionals accountable when it comes to the rules and enforcing the rules across the board fairly. So
Yeah, the rules are there for your safety.
yeah, exactly. They're for
Yeah.
safety and integrity, and sure the kids have a great time. That they're able to play the game without any distraction or issues or concerns. But
So what are some of the most common rules that you find are broken because maybe parents don't understand what they're really about?
Illegal equipment.
Give us an example of an illegal equipment.
So in baseball, there's certain leagues have certain bats that they can only use, and a lot of times parents are trying to get an edge or get a player to have an edge, and they're hitting, and that they bring in a illegal bat that's not legally for that age group or for that league or that division. There's different types of drops in bats, so and it states clearly in rules what that bat specification is supposed to be. And you can tell the difference when kids use a illegal bat, because that ball comes off that bat differently.
Wow, it makes a big difference. Huh?
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Anything else when it comes to coaching or some other rules?
So coaches, they always trying to get an edge. They love to play kids that are not registered or enrolled in the program. They like to play illegal players, or they use the rules to benefit them. Some of them try to circumvent like pitch count rules. Some of them circumvent their rosters and what their roster is supposed to look like. And a big issue is uniforms. Having legal numbers for basketball. Some coaches like, well, I'm gonna get my own uniforms when the rec department provides it, and they go get uniforms that don't have their illegal numbers. Or you get duplicate numbers in baseball or football, and you can't do that. So little things like that, coaches try to break the rule and try to be like, well, it's fine, it's just rec ball. It's not fine because it's the rules, and we can't bend the rules.
Yeah.
Play by.
And so what was the rest of your talk on, or was that pretty much the...
That was pretty much it. And then tomorrow my session is on the joys of parents, coaches, confrontations. We deal with it with parents complaining about coaches complaining about parents, and just going to discuss how we handle those issues, how we can get in front of those issues before they arise, and hopefully we have another great discussion amongst athletic staffs and programs.
Yeah. It's a good thing you pick some light, easy topics to talk about.
Oh yeah. I try to pick topics that I know everybody can relate to and deal with, and like I said, we just bounce ideas and try to help each other out and figure out how to manage and handle these situations that arise in our programs, because we all deal with them. And it just that having that support that you can reach out to somebody like, hey man, how did you handle this situation, or how did you handle that, and just sharing and value issues with each other.
Yeah, so let's talk about each one of those. So how do you handle a coach that you kind of find maybe, you still need a good coach, and maybe, you can kind of recover. It's not like you just ban them from the thing, or maybe you do, I don't know.
No, so a lot of times what we've done in Henry County is if we have a coach that is having issues trying to with a parent, or a parent had an issue with the coach, we usually try to sit down and have conversations with them, listen to what's going on, and try to come to a resolution that works for everybody. I'm a huge believer that you're not going to make everybody happy, but you can work together to provide a good, positive atmosphere for the kids. And that's what we're here for, is to give these kids a positive atmosphere. And so how can we work through the issues to make sure these kids have fun and get the chance to play a sport in a positive environment?
Yeah. And so now, what would you say is what makes a really good parent? From a coaching standpoint.
From a coaching standpoint, a really good parent is allowing the coach to coach their kid. I know a lot of parents want to yell from the stands instructions or telling their kids what they need to be doing when the coach has already given the kids instructions on what they want them to do, and now the parents are yelling at something. So the kid is looking at the coach, looking at the parent, and the kid got to make a determination. Do I listen to my coach, or do I listen to my parent? So I think a good parent allows a coach to coach their kid, and if they do have issues or if they do have concerns, wait after practice to pull the coach to the side and ask those questions to address those issues and those concerns, and not do it during practice or in the heat of the moment. So that, to me, that makes a great. My son always asks why I didn't ever coach him. I'm always coaching other kids, and I'm like, man, I coach you every day when you get in the car. I coach you while we at home. I coach you on the weekend when we go train or work out. So I don't overstep my boundary when my kid was playing youth sports. I let the coach, and if I saw something that I wanted to correct, I'll wait till we got in the car. And sometimes I just ask him, hey, what did you do wrong? What did the coach teach you? Like I ask those questions to get him to think, because in life you're going to have different people that are over you. You're going to have different bosses. You're going to have different coaches. So you got to learn how to work through all of those different coaches. All coaches aren't going to be good, and all coaches are not going to be bad, but you got to be able to work through all of them.
Yeah. Okay, so we created this video. I don't know if I've showed it to you before, but it's why should you consider Parks and Recreation as a career path?
Right.
So I want to play this and then get your take as if you're standing in front of a group of college kids that don't really know what they want to do with their life. Maybe don't even know that Parks and Rec is a career path they could choose.
All right.
And then I'd love to get your take on that. So we'll play this and then we'll come right back.
All right, let's get it.
Every career is a choice, but few careers let you touch lives. Not once in a while, but every single day. Step into a park on a Saturday morning. You'll hear children laughing on the soccer field, families gathering for a picnic, seniors walking the trails, finding health and friendship. And behind every smile, every memory, is a Parks and Rec professional. We don't just mow fields, we grow confidence in young athletes. We don't just build playgrounds, we create safe spaces where childhood thrives. We don't just plan events, we design moments that anchor generations. Think of the coach who teaches patience, the director who champions equity, the staff member who sees potential in a child no one else believed in. Every day, Parks and Rec professionals shape character, preserve beauty, and strengthen community. And the path isn't easy. Budgets are tight, resources stretched thin, but the reward, unmatched. Because what you give comes back in legacy, in healthier communities, in lives forever changed. So why dedicate your life to Parks and Recreation? Because here, your work never ends. It lives on, in laughter echoing across playgrounds, in green spaces preserved for the next century, in the young professionals rising to lead tomorrow. This is not just a career, it's a calling, it's a legacy, it's Parks and Recreation. A message from the Parks and Rec community.
All right. So what were your thoughts about our video?
Awesome. I see Henry kind of has a plug in there as well.
Yeah. Oh, you saw that?
I saw that.
We slid y'all in there. We're slide devil.
But that's an awesome video to show any young professional looking to get involved in Parks and Rec. That's our why. That video is our why. We come to work to make an impact and a positive impact on our community, to give quality of life. We're not in here to get the pats on the back or to get the rah-rah. We're here to just show people that there's opportunities to have a quality of life, to have a space to go read a book, or to have quality time with your kids or with your spouse, just walking the trail. So that's creating those events and those programs that allow youth as well as the citizens and elders to have a place to go get away from the world sometimes, like get away from work. So if you have a passion for impacting people on a daily basis, that video just shows you why you want to get involved in Parks and Rec.
Yeah, absolutely. And so maybe talk about how, unfortunately, a lot of careers that you have to wait till you retire to start giving back and leaving a legacy, but not in Parks and Rec. You can start making a difference when you're 20.
Yeah.
Talk about how you're really making an impact even from day one when you enter in this industry.
So day one, just those connections you make when you're going out to a ball field, or if you're going to an event that you have scheduled that day, and you see the smiles and you talk to the parents or the kids or the coaches, and you get that feedback of, hey, this was an awesome event, or hey, thank you for coming out and being part of the game. Like, we really appreciate you being a part of the community. So just those connections you make on day one is a huge reason you get up the next day to come back, because those connections continue to lead to other events, other programs that you can bring and offer. Day one that I think lasts a lifetime. You see these people every day that you're out and about, even when you're not at work, and they say, hey, I remember this event, or hey, do you remember this game that my kid?
Still going strong.
All right.
Can't get rid of us. All right. As you were saying.
No, so the kids that you're impacting now, just think about when they're adults and having their own kids, and they run into you as, after you're gone, they like, hey, Kevin Patterson was the deputy admin of athletics here in County Parks, and he ran the baseball, and that, like, he opened, and we just had an amazing time playing in his parks. Like, they get to share those stories with their kids, or the special events we put on. They tell their kids when they meet you, and you see the smiles on their kids' faces. So those connections you make from day one is going to last you a lifetime and always be talked about. I mean, even with my daughter I have right now, when I ride, we come to Henry County to go to the grocery store. She see the park. She's like, Dad, did they go to the playground? Let's go to the playground. So, I mean, she's not involved in any other programs or events now, but just being at the parks and seeing the parks that I work at, she wants to go to them when we ride through Henry County past the park. So it's just those connections and those memories you're going to make for a lifetime.
Yeah. Yep. Fantastic. What a great, powerful message. Any message you have as far as why you should attend GRPA if you haven't ever been to a state association?
If you've never been to GRPA, you are missing the opportunity to grow, to make connections, to find little nuggets that you can take home. JP always says 1% better.
Yeah.
This conference is for. It's for you to grow. It's for you to get outside your comfort zone. It's for you to meet people that you don't get to see on a daily basis. You get to see your coworkers and interact with them, but here's an opportunity for you to interact with people that you're never going to see on a daily basis, but you can get those connections, those phone numbers, those emails to start bouncing off ideas. You may even get together and connect and create a program together. Never know the partnerships you're going to find here at GRPA. So there's the growth and the connections and the networking that you do here is so huge for your career.
Yeah. And that's been important to you over the years?
It has been. I've made a lot of connections coming to GRPA. And I made even more presenting for the first time. And people like, man, you got a car, I'm going to reach out to you to pick your brain some more. So just me presenting has given me an opportunity to even grow and make more connections, being a part of leadership and seeing everybody that I go through leadership with here at conference, and we get to meet up and catch up on each other, what we have going on in life. So it's been amazing. I've enjoyed every year I come. I'm always trying to find something to attend or a session to attend that's going to help me grow or give me something to take home to implement in my toolbox. That's the one thing I like about coming to GRPA. I try to find something to add to my toolbox to make me better as a leader.
Did you pick anything up so far this week?
The one thing I have picked up this week is holding myself accountable, even though I'm a leader, still holding myself accountable for my actions and the way I lead my staff, and how can I make my staff better each and every day, because I'm their leader and I got to make them better. Not only make myself better, but I also have to make them better. So just holding myself accountable to everything. Like I said, I missed the trade show because I held myself accountable to go back to my room to work on a youth softball schedule because my youth softball coordinator is out of town on vacation. So I stepped into that role to make sure that things got done and ensuring that these kids get to play games and everything was taken care of while she was out of town. So just, like I say, having that accountability and making sure that you got your teams back and taking care of it.
Yeah. Well, KP, thank you so much for stepping up to the challenge and giving out these continuing education. We really appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
And thank you to Henry County, Georgia, for actually working with us to create the Rec Room. It's a podcast we produce with them the second Wednesday of every month. And they really pull back the curtain and let you show how things really happen and show you how the sausage is made. And it's just, they do a great job and they have fun doing it.
We do. We have a lot of fun. We're a big, huge family.
Fantastic. Well, have a great rest of your convention.
All right. You too, man.
Yep. Take care.
You too.
Are you a vendor, brand, or service provider ready to connect with the heartbeat of local communities? At DPRS Media Co., we tell the stories shaping parks and recreation across America. Through podcasts, live streams, videos, and newsletters, we reach frontline leaders, city directors, and decision makers every single week. From youth sports and facilities to programming and policy, our audience is your audience. Sponsoring or partnering with DPRS Media Co. puts your brand in front of the professionals who build, budget, and buy for their communities. Launching a new product, growing your presence in public spaces, targeting cities, counties, or departments, DPRS is your trusted media partner. Whether you're in software, turf, aquatics, robotics, smart cities, or special events, partnering with DPRS puts your brand in the story. With commercials, interviews, social campaigns, newsletters, and live shows, we're your media team. Partner with us and grow your impact in the $200 billion parks and rec industry. DPRS Media Co. Stories that move Parks and Rec forward. Your audience is here. Let's meet them.